training.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. I'm here with the wonderful Nick Hunter. Continue talking about the absolutely fabulous FileMaker platform. I almost said fantabulous, which is not a word. That's a mix of fantastic and fabulous. So real quick, we do this 5 days a week, but since we're heading into holiday season, we're going to have periods of time we're going to have days off. So for this week, we're doing today, which is building custom finds and filters using relationships in FileMaker, and then Tuesday is conditional formatting in FileMaker. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is going to be it's American Thanksgiving, so we have time off. I believe if you want to get MBS, I think Christian implied he's going to be doing a Black Friday sale, so you should probably look into that around Friday. If you would like to support the channel, we would greatly appreciate it. You support us just by watching us and interacting, but also you can support us by paying for one of our annual subscription bundles. If you have already, thank you very much. It is greatly appreciated. There's 3 options here. This one has FileMaker, this one has all of the videos, and this one has the 3 primary courses, aka Pro, Pro, Go, which kind of includes WebDirect and Server. So that's what these courses entail. They're very precise. Every once in a while I get people that pop up my streams and go like, hey, Margaret, this is cool and all. I love all the free content, but I really don't like the format. We do this format specifically because it gives us an opportunity to talk about things we otherwise wouldn't talk about, and it also allows us to interact with the community, but it's not necessarily the most advantageous way for everyone to learn. You might find the videos better suited to you. They're very short. They're like 4 to 30 minutes at max. They're very animated and they're very focused, aka there's no meandering because someone asked a question. So you don't get the opportunity to ask questions, but you do get a very focused discussion. Nick, I think I'm going to hand it over to you. Hey, Nick, how's it going?
Yeah. Yes. I'm doing good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Margaret, for the introduction. Sorry for my voice if I sound a little bit weird. I'm still a little bit sick, but it's okay. I can function and I can do the webinar as usual. So today we do something a little bit special. Okay. So we are going to use a FileMaker in a way that you might never use that way. And it's a pity. That's why I want to show you this. And I don't know if I ever did a demo about this, what I'm going to show today. So I'm not sure I did that in the past. So to me, it's the first time. So, and it's very cool. And I really want to share that with you, because it's very special. It's not something that everybody needs, but a lot of people. And and I will show you, I will explain to you, I will show how it works and the methodology I'm using, and then you're going to tell me if that's something you're going to use or not. Okay. So for example, here I have a bunch of records, a bunch of records, and for each record I have some info here that doesn't tell you much, but an address type, sorry. It's like you have a problem with my English. Address type BLC, it can be different, BLC. Okay. And here I have a difference of days. It can be 0, sometimes it's more than 0. And I had one in my face. Okay, here I have 10, for example. Sometimes I have number, -10, something like this. And here you have a number of portfolios, on ER. This is a classification 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Distance in kilometers, 88, 10, 35. You have a bunch of tags, 1 of 0, something like this. And you want to grade, you want to put out of some calculation, out of some definition, of some logic, right? You want to grade the records from 1 to 10 or 12, okay? Based on some stuff. For example, if the address type is L, right? And so let's do a test. If the address type is L, have the tag confirmation this one is 1, and on ER is 1. All those people, all of those, I want them to be 2 like this, right? 2 or 3, or it can be different because you can have different things, but most of them, I want them to be 2 like this, right? And then I want another thing. I want address type L, for example. So let's do the same. Address type L, number of portfolio 1, and on ER1, right? So I have only one record like this, right? And it's graded 6. But, okay, so you want to be able to do this. So, and you can have another one, another type of calculation that you say, if the address type is B, on ER is 1, the distance of kilometer is greater, no, it's inferior or equal 5, and the number of portfolio is 1. Boom. I have none of them. Okay, can happen. But imagine that you want to build a calculation, right, based on this type of things, and you want to say, if this uh, configuration, if I found record with this, right, I want this to be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. How you do that? Question. If address type is B and have 1 here, superior or equal to 5, inferior or superior to 5, how you do this? How you build a calc that will return a number from 1 to 12 here?
Yeah, a number from 1 to 12.
Yeah. If, if this is B and 1 here, or, like I show you. For example, you want to calculate something here. How you do that? You do a case, no?
Oh,
And
yes.
right?
Hmm.
And you do a case and you say if address type equal B and number of portfolio equal 1, and in on here, you do something like this. You know, you do something like this. Case, right? Okay. If we do it, address type, address type equal B, right? Oh, I have one in front of me. L. If address type equal L, right? And, right? That's what you do. Number of portfolio equal 1. And on ER equal 1, right? Result, sorry for that. Result, this is 4, for example. Otherwise, right? Nothing. Or something like this, right? Or you can do, maybe you don't need the if. You have the case and you do this, right? And then you continue all your cases, right? Right? So you continue all your cases like this, right? So you continue, you say, this one, for example, let's do another one. Address type equal, uh, uh, B. I want to make sure you understand, right? B and on ER equal 1, and distance kilometers inferior of 5, right? And number of portfolios equal 1. And then you continue and you continue and you continue and you continue. You do all of this, right? You do all your case, all the case like this, right? Do you think this is fast? Or do you think this is easy to understand and easy to build? And do you think this will be fast on 40 million records? No, I'm asking you because I have this 12 times, right?
Yeah, no, that can't be fast.
Okay. I have this like this. So if this will be fast, no. Is it readable? No. Even less readable, right? It's extremely cumbersome. And this is some simples because I have much more complicated than this. And, right? So I have 5 or 6 and sometimes. So question for you people, did you understand what I want to do here? So this is what you normally do, correct? Right? See, if I ask you to do something like this, you do like this, right? Correct?
I would probably do something like that, yes.
Okay. So let's cancel this and let's do it the right way. The right way is to not using calcs. I mean, I'm using a calc, obviously, right? But the logic is not made in the calc. It's not. I have a table. I have a table here with fields, right? This is my table, right? I never showed that to anybody before. I have a table with fields, and in the field I have one record, only one record, okay? And then I put some stuff here. I put 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and B, C, D, L, Y, right? I have one record and I have one letter here, 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 here in fields, and one number here. I have the reference here, I have a year here, and a number of year here. And here I have 0 and 1 again, okay? It's a different one. Okay, so I have one table with one record. And here I can have up to millions of records. So for example, I want to know records that have this configuration, right? Address type L, so the address type equal L, tag confirmation date month 1, and only R1. So this is a relationship that is going to do that to me. And this is it. So this is where I have my address type. Remember? BCL, right? This is where I have my tag. And this is where I have the on ER, right? The fields. So it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, can be whatever. And here is my reference table where I have one record, 1, and I say, okay, if the address type equal L, the letter L, in this field, in my reference table, I have the letter L. L. So if in this here, in this field, I have L, this will be a match. Then I have a tag. A tag can be 1 or 0. So I said if the tag equal 1, because in my reference table, in 1, I have 1. I have the digits, the number 1. So if I have 1 here and 1 here, this would be a match. Same on ER. If ER 1, and in my reference table right here, 1, this will be a match. Correct? So what is unusual in this, right, is that I'm starting from the records. I'm starting from the record, and I am pointing to the grade reference, which is a table with 1 record, and I have the fields for all my logic. If the address type equals C and the number of portfolio equal 2, if the address type equal L and equal 2, if address type B and number of portfolio superior or equal of 2, here address type L and number of portfolio equal 3, here address type equals C and number of portfolio equal 3, here I have another one, etc., etc. Address type equal L, number of portfolio superior or equal to 4. Here, address type C, again and again and again. And I have more, I have a lot, I have all of them, all of those guys, right? All of those from here to here. Imagine this, I have much more than 12, right? So I have this, the tag, postcode match, I'm going to come to the tag later, okay? So address type B, right? And the day difference, different to 0, right? So the relationship is making the logic is this equal B and you're equal so I don't have I don't have this heavy logic completely crazy, right? And this is easy to understand, DOB multiple matches, yes. Address type equal B, right? If this equal Y, which is yes, right? Then, or address type equal B, right? So I have all my logic here inside this, right? Address type equal L, number of portfolios superior or equal to 3 or 4, right? So did you get how this works?
We have questions, so.
Yes.
Do you have to relate for all possible options?
Yeah, I have to relate for all my possible case stuff. Before you had the case, if this equal this, and you have to do the case, no? You have to build your case. If this equal this, and this equal this, and this equal this, then I want 1. If those equals 5, and this equal L, and this equal minus that, less than 2, then equal 2. And then you have your case like I did before. You need to build your case. So instead of building a stupid case, right? I have a case, but like this. So, right, I have my grade reference. So now you know what is this means. 0 means disease, this means no match, this means high at address, this means grade 95, 17, 17, 17. So you have different level of grade. This is my grade. So normally I should have said grading, I should have said like grading high. Okay, so address type equal L, more than 4. I should have make a case with and if this equal this and this equal this and this equal this equal this equal this. So this will have been insanely complicated. Instead, the relationship said, do I have a record with that? Do I have a record with this relationship? Yes. Okay, that means I want that to be 1. Then, if I have a record with this relationship, I want that to be 1. If I have a record with this relationship, 1. Then you say, okay, if I don't have this, 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 then if I have this, that's a 2. Or if I don't have this, but I have this, that's a 2. But this is not a calc. I'm not calculating. I'm not doing anything like and if it's equal or superior, or I'm not doing this in the calculation. I'm doing this in a relationship. That means this is super fast. Do I have a record? No. Yes. Do I have a record? Yes. No. Do I have a record? No. Yes. Do I have a record? That's all what I'm doing here. Do I have a record? I'm not saying if this equal this and this is more than this and not equal than this, is not the same stuff at all. Do you understand that?
Wouldn't it be enough to match the letters that will shorten the quantity of the records? Question mark.
Well, what do you mean by they don't want letters? Why you want letters? I don't understand the question.
It's from David Angel, so I'm waiting for him
Yes.
to add some extra stuff.
Resize the number of record. I don't care. I mean, I don't care. Okay, so I think you didn't get it. You didn't get it. I am not saying, I am pointing to okay, why this is super fast. Why? Why? Okay, let me explain to you. This here, this calc, okay? I'm starting from this table and I'm pointing to this table. How many records do you get here? Do you have here? 1. So I'm starting from here and I'm saying, okay, I am this record. Do I have the record? Can I reach out to this record if I said L 1 and 1, for example? Can I have a right? Can I reach that record if I have L 1 and 1? If this combination matches a relationship that points to that unique record, boom. You say, yeah, I can find that record. So I'm not limiting, I don't need to limit record because I'm pointing to one record, to this record, to this record. The relationship is going from here to here. So why you want to limit the record? Yeah, I knew it will be like difficult to understand. That the relationship here is making the logic. You understand? How many records I will have here? If this works, if I have all of this matches, all of this is matching, how many records I will get to see if you're following?
16.
I will have 16. So from that table to go to that table, I will have 16 records. Since in this table I have 1 record, how you can have 16 records? So you didn't get it, right? You didn't get it. Okay. Okay. So I'll
Oh,
try
no,
to
one.
understand.
Oh, no, whoops, he mistyped. He said 1 out of 16.
Oh, no, we'll have one, not we'll have one. I don't have 16. Yeah, well, one. That means the the case we say I have a relationship, right? From one table I have million record to a one table I have one record. And here I'm saying, okay, here I have millions of records. Here I have one record. For each million record, I will ask what this calculation will do. Can you reach the record in that grade reference using that relationship? Yes. Okay, that one. Otherwise, continue. Okay, no, I cannot reach with that relationship. Okay, try the other one. And with this relationship, can you get that record? Yes or no, etc., etc. But the logic is in the relationship. The relationship is doing the logic. The minus this of or more than this and equal this and not equal this, and all of this is not a case, is not, and this is more than this and this equal L and this is um, 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 less than 5. I'm not doing that in a calculation. That's what I want people to understand. It's the relationship doing that to me. Address type equals C, number of portfolio equal 1. I knew that would be something like, but I doing that using that technique because obviously try to do this right with the and the if and the case and less than 5 and equals 5 and equal L and equal B and try and more of it, most of it, try to read it and to debug it. Just try. Try. Be my guest. Do it. You know, because here I can understand. Because on my naming, you know, I was explicit. High, grading high at L more than 4, high at C more than 4. So let's see what this T50U relationship is doing. High at C more than 4, right? So let's go to the U. Okay. C more than 4. So my relationship. So when I am in my calculation, right? In the relationship, I put like something to help me to understand what this relationship do. This relationship do. This is grading 70. High at C, so it's C and 2 accounts, right? So sometimes I have some what's the name, abbreviation because it was too long. It's high at C, 1 account, and on ER 2. So let's see this one, the AE, right? The logic is in the relationship. Did you get that? I don't know if I think people didn't get it, but it's okay. I tried.
There is a conversation ongoing on Twitch, which is the relative performance of the calculation versus the relationship depends on the database implementation. The database engine is presumably designed to perform better in the relationship matching? Question mark.
The relationship matching will work like a billion times faster than any case and if stuff you can put in an auto entry calculation. We're talking about a billion times faster because you didn't get it, right? I am pointing to one freaking record, one record, one record. I'm not pointing to 2 billion records here. That's slow. I'm pointing to one record. So for each calc, for each record, each record, each record is pointing to one record. So that's why it's fast. It's because I'm pointing to one record. You know, I'm not pointing from that to this. I'm not doing this. I'm doing the opposites. I'm pointing from here to here. This is one record. So each time I try to reformulate. Each time this guy, each time I try to evaluate this, he tried to reach out one record, one. So it's how that can be slow. Tell me. If you say, if this equal L and this is slow, it's a calc, it's a logic. Here I have no logic, right? And I do that on many many things, right? Um, where is the mortality? Here the same. I have another grade, right? Same here, right? Same here. I have the same uh, grade reference, right? With different calcs, different logic, but instead of, but the same, the logic is from another table pointing to the grade reference with the same manner, right? Like this. And the logic is there. The logic is there, right? Look this. So here I'm using the tag system, okay? So if I have some time, I can, but I want to make sure. So nobody understood anything about what I said, pretty much.
Uh, Larry says that they did. Another question is the logic got reduced from yes or no, so 0 or 1 question mark.
Yes. So the logic is not a yes. So here I noticed that I didn't know. What's the name? I didn't need the not is empty, so I removed the not is empty. Here I didn't, but the not is empty is easier to understand. So so that means a case works if this is true. So a case works, like how a case works. Okay. Okay. Case. Okay. 1 plus 1 equal 2, right? 1. Okay. So this is how it works. I mean, or let's say no. This equal B, right? Or equals C, for example. 1. This equal, I don't know, T. And I want 2. And this equal B. I want 3. This is the case. Okay, it's 3 because I have B inside this. I have B inside, so this equals C, no. Okay, I skip this. This equal T, no, I skip this. This equal B, yes. So this is how it works. If whatever you put here, it's true, then it will, but you can have multiple true. And it's the first serve, first arrive, first serve. For example, both are true. This and this, they are true. But it returns free. If I do this, it returns 4. First arrive, the first true arrived, the first served. The first true arrived, served, and it stops. It won't try more, right? So this arrived first, so now it's safe 4. But if this arrived first, now it's safe 3, because they're both true. So that's how case works. Okay? And if you have non-working, you have a default answer, right? So this is how case works. Test 1, result 1, test 2, result, and the default results. That means if this doesn't work, and none works, at the end, you have this one. Or you can skip it, say nothing. If you don't want the default, you don't put it. It's not mandatory. So do you get the case? So in my case here, not only I have the benefit of the case because it's a benefits, right? Because all of those are 1. All of those can be 1. All of those can be 2. All of those can be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? And I have my default, which is 1. My default is 1. By default is negative. If none of those worked, none, that can happen. If none worked, right, then I want 1. I want them to be negative, right? So, so you didn't get it, the benefit of this. So
I you've started a raging discussion on Twitch, so people are very enthusiastically discussing this. Uh,
because
people are
you,
saying, Larry, this is very extremely cool and very useful. David, I got it, but I think if you have part of the logic, you don't need to do so many relationships.
what you part of the logic? What do you mean?
Uh, David, please clarify. And then an earlier question that I had is, where is it? Hold on, let me find it. Oh, it's gone. I assume that you answered it at some point.
No, I need a relationship. I can't because they're all different. If this is L and this is 3, if this is C and this is 2, and this is B and 1, and C and less than 6 months, and C and less than 6 months on 2 on 1, how I can limit this? There need to be all of this. I need to know all of those cases. I can't limit the relationship because each relationship is a calculation. You understand that? That each relationship is a calc. So I need all of those. I need. I need to know all of those. So advantage of this, as I said, is that it's extremely flexible because I can do this stuff like this. For example, say, yes, this case is okay, but if it's audited, leave it as is, right? If it's audited, don't do anything. If it's deceased, I want 0. If I have the tag, if a tag says, because I put a calc in a tag. So that means that's another part of it. Don't overload your calculations. Use a tag instead. Okay. So this tag, for example, what this tag does do, you know? So that means if this is true, that means if this is one, a tag is one of zero, right? One of zero. If this is one, then I want this to be deceased. So I have a tag that says deceased by mortality, and this is a calc. If in this table, based on the a reference number, if I found a record here with a tag confirmed deceased, that means I need that to be as well confirmed deceased, right? So instead of putting this in the calc here, I'm using a tag. Why? Is because this tag confirmed deceased by mortality. I'm using this in all the relationship and all the calculation. I need to know that for all the things. So I get the information on this, and then I use it where I want. But this is calculated once. I don't want to recalculate this on all the calculation I need to know about this. I calculate one, I get it here, and then when I got it here, I can use it on all the calculations. That means this is not being evaluated. It's not. When I evaluate that calc, this is not evaluated. This is already done. So this calc just say yes, 1, 0. Okay. What the content of this? So I don't have a calc here. And this is not really a calculation. It's not a calc. It's do I have the record, right? That's why this is super fast. I made it was like 5 days to process like 2 million records, right? And I low down to 2 hours to give
Oh,
you an idea.
that doesn't totally surprise me because we've had a couple of major discussions how much calculations can drag, but that's still insane.
When you have something, so when you have this configuration, right? You need to grade something, or you need to put a status. For example, I use that for statuses. I use that for many things, right? I have I have a reference table. I have a reference table where I put all the reference I need. Yes, no, active, inactive, 1, 0, uh, Y or N, whatever you need to refer to, right? I have my reference table, and in that reference table, I'm putting all what I need, right? Like this, right? And then, for example, in this table, so after that, I will show you that is how you can debug also with this technique. 130, 130. Where's the 130? T130. Okay, here. So, uh, right? So I have a bunch of tags here. So if I have the tag this and this and this and this, matching the link permanent, which is one, I have one here, right? So this return 1 or 0. So here I did a different way because I have a lot of things to do. For example, the tag match first name and match for last name, for example, in this, right? I have a bunch of stuff here, right? Is empty. And the name is explicit, right? Is not NTDDR organization, or let's say the match first name, for example, right? Match first name, right? This is a calc, right? So full name, the left word, I'm taking the first word of this. So, right, I'm getting the first of this and the first of this. And then I say, is this matching? If the first word of this and the first word of this, if both match, then it say yes, no. I have the tag. Here I have yes, no, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, right? And then to know about instead of saying, where I have this here, instead of saying, no, the calc that I did, remember the calc I did? Because this I get, when I import the information, I get those tags to be filled with 1 or 0, right? And then I'm making the combination of this. That means if this is true, and is true, and is true, and is true, and is true, then he grades something like number 4, something like this. So, but this logic, so I have two logic here. I have one logic made out of the calculation here that return 1 or 0. And then to get the grading out of this, I want to know if all of those things matches, then I have another calc, the new grade, right? That tell me, right? If I have a record here, is 1. If I have the record here is 1. If I have the record here is 1, right? And then I have this. So let me show you. I want to know, for example, in this one, remember, I use relationship. I use relationship to to get me the grade. So here, I'm using a relationship to get me the grade. Yes, that's cool. But here, for example, I have 5 that can return me 1. I have 5 different relationships that can return in 1. But I want to know which one of those return 1. It's important for the debug processes. I want to know, yes, it's good. I'm, here, for example, here, I want to know which relationship give me 1, right? So let's do something. I want 1, but I don't care about the 1 here. Okay. Okay. So for my grading, I got a grade 1, but the relationship that returned, the logic that returned this 1 is the P. What the P means? Well, the relationship that got me the 1 is this one, is the P. The P, this one, returned me the 1 in that case. But here, in that case, I got the 1 using the U, this one. How that be possible? I might have a bug here. I might have a bug here, or the R, let's say. Yeah, because I changed this, so I have a bug. I'm going to fix it, showing you how this works. So you see here, I have this calc here, right? I have this calc, but I have another field I call verbose, debug, right? It's the same calc, right? But I'm saying, okay, if I have the record with P, I want P, Q, R, S, T, you know? So this one, the U, right? I might have a problem with this, with my numbering here. But anyway, so this relationship returned me 1, 1, 1, 1. But this one here, I have the same calc, but it returns the letter of the relationship. This is a relationship P. This is a Q, the R, the S, the T, the U. So when I get one, I know which, for example, here, I got the one using AA, right? Here, but why is that 4? Is because I don't know. But anyway, this is how. After that, I want to know what that means. 1 means no match negative, for example, right? So here 5 means grade 60%, right? So here, how I get this like this, correct? How I get this? Well, I have, this is, so this is a number, right? So from 0, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, right? So how this is 0, this is on mortality. This is no match negative. So how I can get this, the variables here? Well, how this works. I have a value list named autotrace grades, right? So I have my list here, like this. No match, high, grade, okay? I have my autotrace grade, right? So this is my list. So let's take a screenshot of this. This return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., right? So what do I say here? So I have my list. Hold on a second. So I have my list, and I'm verbose here, right? And I said here, oh yeah, I changed this. Yeah, I changed this. So I did another, I did a, I didn't do that. So this was one technique I used, right? To say, okay, when this return 1, when the new grade return 1, gets the first here, right? When the grade return 2, get this 3, 4. So I'm getting the, right? I'm getting the get value, the get value, right? And the value number. But I changed this and I made another one, right? And it's good because I want to show you this as well, right? So I have another table because I'm getting away from that value list technique. I prefer rather to do this. Grid reference debug or something like this. No. How? Hold on. I lost the name. Grade level. Okay. Auto grade level. Okay. Remember, this returns 0, 1, 2, right? So 0 is this, 1 is this, 2 is this. So I have a table, right? And I have a relationship based on this and this, right? This and this. So if I do a new record, brand new, and this return 4, oh yeah, I can't force this because it return 1 because it's an auto entry calculation. But if it return 1 is no match negative, right? Right. Correct. So for each number of this, it will refer to that table, and then I know what it is. Correct. So this is how you do that. So I want to show all the things, but took me too much time to explain to. But I will come back to that because I have another way, right, to do a filtering but I can do another session. What's the name? Margaret, we need topics, right? So that will be the
Yes.
next topic. I will do the other way around. I will do the other way around, which is cool. It's using the same technique, but the other way around, right? That means here I was starting from one table with many records pointing to a table with one record. Then I'm going to do the opposites, starting from a table with one record pointing to many records. So that will be for the next time.
Yep, that makes sense. So I've written that down.
But this technique is cool.
It's
It's
very cool.
it, you know, if you try to implement it, you will see that you will get surprised about how easy it is to implement because you use relationships, so it's easy and easy to read, easy to maintain, easy to build.
Yep, no, it's awesome. This also started like multiple discussions like everywhere. So
Okay, cool. Wow, okay.
so this has been a really fun topic, Nick.
Okay. Hope you
I don't,
get it. I hope you like it. Okay,
yeah,
so tomorrow we do the conditional,
yes,
and also that will be funny.
it will be extremely fun. So
Mhm.
I will let you go because I know you're not feeling super great. Thank you everyone for coming, and I will see you shortly.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.